What's going on YouTube? This is Christian with BuzzGadgets.com here with part 2 of my Screenflow tutorials. Wait, you haven't seen part 1? Alright, well, I'll throw part 1 right here. Click on this link right here, check out that video, then come back to this video and check this one out. So without further ado, let's get into part 2. Alrighty, let's get into it, guys. In the last video, I went over all that stuff. Hopefully you checked that video out. If not, check it out in the beginning of the video. But I went over video properties. Now we're going over some of the other properties that are involved with Screenflow. So the first one is audio. Now in this audio, pretty much to add a property, you just select that and then click on audio properties and it'll bring up this, and you can hit, you can either do two things. You can just change the entire overall audio of this clip. So say if this one, you can turn it down, turn it up. You can do it with that. You can add a ducking. You can see the meter, mute audio, input to mono. You can add an effect in there, all this stuff right there, the amount of effect you want. You can affect the overall audio of that clip. And also you can, if you want to have it turned down at a specific point, you can do like a video action. This one's called an audio action. So I'll just start the clip and say this point in the clip I want to add an audio action where I want the volume to be turned down slightly. We'll throw a little bit of ducking in there, and then add a little effect like large room. Let's see, I don't know, we're just gonna mess around with it a little bit. We'll extend it out, and then let's just see how it goes.
What's going on YouTube? This is Christian with BuzzGadgets.com, and here with a test video. So I can edit this.
See, there you go right there. You can edit and manipulate it all from there. You can add a video action or call out action and get all that good stuff right there. Alright, so the next property we have is a screen recording property. And that pretty much is the effect with the actual screen recording part of the video. So you would just select that, you would select the screen recording, and we'll go to the part where I'm messing with the actual screen recording, and then you would you can pretty much manipulate the size of the mouse right here. You can do a click effect, have a radar, have an invert effect, pointer, circle, square, or you can actually choose an image that you want to have for your mouse pointer and throw it in there and manipulate it that way. You can have an actual click sound and manipulate it like that. Show the keys that you press. So like if there's a command key that you would want to hit, you can throw that in there. Show modifier keys pressed. So all that stuff right there. So for example, let's just throw a radar effect on. Put this pointer a little bigger. You can also mess with the opacity with it, how invisible it is, and then we'll just do that. Oh my, we don't want to do that. So put all that stuff on, and then see what happens when I click something. The little radar thing pops up. You're gonna manipulate it all the ways like that. So also you can add a screen recording action, just like the video action or sound action, if you want to have a specific point where you want the mouse to do a certain thing that you want it to do, that I just showed you. The next property is a call out action, and again this is for the screen recording. So for example, you would just pretty much, you would click on the screen recording and then you hit call out action. Now when you hit call out action, it'll bring it to that, so it's pretty much you're focusing on one point, and you could do it with the mouse cursor or with the actual foreground of the video. Most of the time it's going to be with the mouse cursor, so you would just select that. You could do the opacity, how much you want it to highlight, if you want to have nothing in the background, or usually to have it right there, something so you can just keep your eye on that point. You can have the background blurred, so you're just looking at that specific point, whatever. It really doesn't matter. You can have an outline on it. You can select the color of the outline. You can have it zoomed up, for example, like this, or you can have a little border around it. Whatever you want to do to put it to your likings. You can also mess with the feathering, the duration of it, all that stuff right there. So if you just play the video, you'd play it, and then it would select whatever you want. if you want to highlight something for something like that. So there's an easy call out action like that. Okay, the last property that we're going over is the text property. And the text property is pretty much adding a text to the video or whatever you're making. And it's really easy. You just pretty much you click on the text property box right here and then hit add text box, and then you can write a text box right here. I'll just type in something. That's actually something you guys should do. Subscribe to my channel, and then say you can, I mean, it's just like a video or anything on here. You can manipulate, you can turn it, flip it around like that. It also has like the little lock on features like I went over in the last video. Snap to whatever you want to watch. You can highlight everything and go with do a different size or whatever you want to do. Alignment, all that stuff. You can do the font, solid color, image. You can actually, for that, you can add an image and it will fill in the font with the different colors. I'm not really gonna go over that because I don't really do that, but if you want to do something like that, it would fill in the blanks with the whatever color you would want. Solid color, outline. And now the backdrop, pretty much, say if you didn't want to have this little black thing around it, you can select a backdrop, say like if you want your own little backdrop, or you can just do image fill. And I usually just do image fill, then hit cancel, and it will just fill in the background with the background of whatever you have. So you can have that. And that's pretty much it. You can mess with the margin of it. I don't think it would really want to do that. Pretty much in any of the properties, you can manipulate a video however you want it. It's really easy. And say if you want to have a text box, you can pretty much go here in the timeline whenever you want to have it come in, so you have it play. Subscribe to my channel, bam, and just have it thrown in there. So that's a little cool thing that you can do with that. There it is, guys. There's the conclusion of my Screenflow tutorial part 2. Subscribe to my channel for part 3. I will be making that in the process. Thank you guys for watching this video. You can also follow me on Twitter for updates about technology. And also check out buzzgadgets.com for all your latest news, technology, all that good stuff. Subscribe to my channel. Part 3 will be on its way. If you haven't seen part 1, be sure to click on the annotation at the end of the video or in the beginning of the video to check that out. Then check this video out. This has been Christian with buzzgadgets.com, and you guys take it easy.